Hello, we're going to be doing Swisher's eTube video today on how to do his first feeding. So I know you received all the papers in your email on how to do everything. So I'm going to kind of go through the steps with you to do his first feeding. So step 1 says to check to see that the tube is in place, to remove the end of the collar from the wrap. And that's where it's right here. It's got a little Velcro thing. You can take that from the wrap. And this is the tube. It's got 2 sections to it. On the top, it's got a big one for a big size syringe and a littler one for a littler syringe. You're going to be using the little one because all the syringes I've given you have this little port on them, but that can pass through all the food and the blenderized meds and everything through this one. But you have the big one available if you need it for any other bigger syringes in the future. But what it says to do for the first feeding is to attach an empty syringe, 10 cc's, to the external feeding port and pull back on the plunger. And if it's in place, the plunger should not move, or it should move back to its starting position so it has negative pressure. So we're gonna open up the tube, attach the syringe, and then I'm gonna pull back on it. And you see that it bounces back and it's not giving me negative, or it's giving me negative pressure. That's what you want. That means yes, the tube is in place. Now, if you put this in and you pull back and this happens, it means it's not in place for some reason. There's no negative pressure. So you need to not proceed with the feeding if that happens, okay? So we got our negative pressure, so we may proceed to step 2. And it did move back to its starting position, so we're going to proceed. We're going to fill the tube with water. So give 5 mils of lukewarm water through the tube and make sure there's no coughing, gagging, or any discomfort. So I have my 5 mils prepared. I suggest you prepare everything in advance before you get him up on the table and ready to be fed. Have all your supplies prepared for yourself. So I have my 5 mils of warm water here. So I'm going to go ahead and go into open up the thing. Attach the syringe and flush slowly. Water, you can go a little bit faster than food. Food, you want to go a little bit more slowly. So I flushed with my water, and with Swisher, didn't gag or cough or retch or anything. So that's good. So we've done that one. And now it says that we can proceed with the feeding since he didn't cough or gag or anything. We have a warm blended diet. So what we did is we're doing your can of AD right here, and then 15 cc's of water mixed in. So I just filled, added with my syringe 15, so up to the 10 and then up to the 5, added with water. You can put that in a blender at home, or like mix it with a fork like pancake batter, so that you can have it at the right consistency to pass easily through the tube. So that's what I have here. And we're going to pull up his first feeding. So for the day 1, which is today, we're doing 11.4 cc's approximately every 3 hours, so that we can get a total of 46 mils of food into him for today, which is a quarter of his caloric needs. So it says to warm the diet. It's already been warmed. It has warm water in it. So keep it refrigerated in between feedings. And you can just make sure that it's not too warm when you do it. So I'm going to pull it up. It's 11.